Hello, I'm James Gerrard. I'm a lecturer in Roman archaeology in Newcastle University, and I'm also a member of Sant, and I'd like to talk to you today about this rather nice pot on display here in Hadrian's Wall Gallery at the Great North Museum. This is a Dressel 20 olive oil amphora from southern Spain, and I really like this object because you can see it's really big and chunky. It is a stereotypical amphora. It holds between about 40 and 80 litres of olive oil. And this would have been imported from Spain in the 2nd century AD. So they'd have put it on a ship, taken it up to Marseille. They'd have brought it down the Rhone and the Rhine. From the mouth of the Rhine, it would have travelled across to England, to Britain, and then up the east coast to wind up eventually being consumed and then broken in a mile castle on Hadrian's Wall. So, if you like, this big pot symbolises the interconnectedness of the Roman world. There were people on Hadrian's Wall consuming olive oil, and it wasn't just for food. There were people on Hadrian's Wall using lamps, so there were people importing this stuff to burn it. And if you think in a society that was mainly using beeswax for candles or tallow, the idea of importing this luxury good and burning it for light or eating it is, just a really huge sign of conspicuous consumption. These people were eating this imported luxury good. They were burning it. They were consuming it all the way up here, long, long way from the south of Spain. So on the handle of this Dressel 20 amphora, there's a stamp. So when the pot was wet, when it was being manufactured, the clay was wet, the potter marked the handle with a series of letters, and those letters are a code, and that code tells us from which estate in Spain this amphora came from. So it's telling us where the oil came from. We're not really sure why these amphora get marked like this. It might be a kind of mark of quality. This is the finest oil from a particularly well-known olive grove. Or it might be to do with tax. You're telling the state that you have produced the right number of jars of oil for the army. We're not entirely sure, but it is amazing to think you can look at the handle of this vessel and you can pinpoint exactly which little bit of southern Spain the oil it contained came from.